Hey,
Hello.
it's us. We're here. The ladies from Rewatch and Wine. Say hello, everybody. I'm Raya.
Treva.
Champagne.
And Lynn.
And we're here today to give our absolutely wonderful adaptation review of Molly's Game.
Yeah.
Hopefully everybody's tuned in has read the book Molly's Game and watched the movie. But if not, still join us, stay with us, and maybe you have some feedback on this review.
Yeah.
So
this was written by Molly Bloom herself as a memoir, of course, of her experience. But it was directed and the book was converted for the screenplay by Aaron Sorkin.
okay.
Yeah.
So
Rhea?
What are we drinking?
Yeah, I am. Before we get started, I 7 Daughters Moscato, picked it up. Just started pouring my glass. So I'm very, very calm right now.
Give it a
We'll catch you in a little while, okay?
Give it a few minutes. Give it a few minutes.
yeah, because we already know what's about to happen, right? I mean, Lord, it don't take her no time.
So whose pick was Molly's Game anyway?
I feel like I want to say Lynn.
I was about to say, I can't remember if it was me or Lynn, but probably Lynn.
My picks are already like finally coming to fruition because like the first earlier in the season, it was like everybody else's picks. And I was like, how did we do this random shuffle? Like, like all of mine towards the end. So enjoy, y'all. Enjoy.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking it was Lynn's, but okay, Lynn. So let's just go ahead and before we even get into it, know that you get all the credit for this.
Right. 100%.
The good or bad?
We're about to see.
I mean, it can't be like Rhea, but I'm just wondering, am I about to get like reamed out?
Check those downloads.
Somebody found out that horrible got a lot of downloads, and so now she's full of herself right now.
Okay. Unbelievable.
Anyway.
All right. Probably threatened everybody she knew. It was like, go download this one in particular.
Because we keep referring to it, people are automatically going to see what we're referring to and why it was so bad. That's why.
You're right, Champagne. We're actually pushing.
You're welcome, Rhea.
Exactly. You're very welcome.
Are y'all trying to call me like the Dave Chappelle of Rewatch One?
No.
No, because I mean the goat. So no. No.
Yeah, I feel like no, you're not that, but
at all.
Okay, so listen, let's jump into this book. Whew. So I didn't know anything about this story. I don't know if you guys did. So reading the book was my first exposure to this story, but as I got into it and I did a little Googling while I was reading it, and it was pretty popular and lots of people were aware of these underground poker games and her whole story. So was this new to any of you guys?
It was new to me, but still maybe a year ago is when I just happened to watch the movie. And the only reason I really watched it is because it advertised Idris Elba. So
don't take much. Don't take much.
It really doesn't. So until now.
Well, I had heard about it when it first came out, and I saw, of course, was a book because she references the book in the movie. So I was like, oh, well, I mean, we have a podcast.
Right. So what'd y'all think of the book when you were reading it?
How many times? I mean, I read it a couple of times in the same sitting. I mean, the same chapters over and over again. Yeah. It took me a minute. I don't understand. I can't put into words why it was hard of a read, but it was a hard read for me.
So So that's interesting because when I started it, like I just couldn't get through it. And then after about halfway through it, I was like, oh, okay, let me see what's going to happen. What is, but I just feel like the beginning just went into so much detail. And then I served them drinks and then I did this and I'm just like, okay, I don't care. Move it along. But after I got through it, I was like, oh, okay, this is a pretty good story. I mean, I actually enjoyed the book by the time I was done with it.
Me too.
Even though I'll say the entire time I was reading it, I'm like, she just, to be able to start those games and get everything done, she made herself appear so freaking innocent, which you cannot be innocent when you listen to everything that she sort of had to deal with and go through and setting up those games and the people. She just came across in the book. She presented herself like she was just this innocent little person.
Well, she wrote the book, so that's probably why.
Right.
I mean,
that just made it unbelievable.
Right.
For
Very
me.
true.
Yeah.
No, I fully agree. As I was reading it, I'm like, I'm sorry, the level of detail that you went into, you aren't this innocent that you're trying to portray. I get that you didn't have any mob affiliation, which that makes sense. But I'm just a small town girl in LA making these spreadsheets that handle millions of dollars. No, you aren't the innocent, honey.
Right.
Yes, Lynn, I'm telling you, I was feeling the same thing.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was just like, she was innocent until she got caught up. Because dollar bill will get you caught up. You know that, right? Can I take a quick shout out to Jacqueline for calling in to support us? It's Jacqueline.
Thanks for joining us. Jacqueline, if you've read the book, Molly's Game, or even watched the movie and you have some feedback, we love feedback. Shout out to Amos McCree, who's on there also. Okay, sorry. What were you saying now, Rhea?
Was I saying something?
I thought you were.
Right.
Actually, what I was saying was I actually thought the opposite. Like I really thought she was innocent until she got up in it. But that's me.
Yeah. I did. No, well, I mean, I think she started off innocent when she was working for that guy, but like even when she got into the games, she was still presenting herself in the book like she was innocent. And I'm like, them days are over. Like, you know exactly what you're doing. You're not innocent. Like, you're dealing with these hardcore poker players, nothing but guys. You know what she was experiencing on a day-to-day basis. You weren't innocent.
I was still somewhat rooting for her because, the man was trying to take it away from her for no reason whatsoever. So she was like, you know what? I got to do what I got to do kind of thing. So I was rooting for her, though, even though she wasn't innocent.
Right.
I think like she was innocent to the point because she was kind of skirting that gray line to where like that one little difference makes it go from illegal to illegal. And she of course knew where that line was, even though she went in that legal counsel. So yes, you knew that it could be a slippery slope in either direction. You could skirt the line long enough, but eventually that line may waver. And that's what I mean by like, you knew the risks, you knew the details because you're a detail-oriented person. You have a high IQ. Yeah, you know where to skirt that line at.
Right.
So when it came to her innocence, that's what I was referring to. Like, you knew what lines not to cross and how to get that gray area.
Right.
And see me, I was a total opposite. I was just like, well, I mean, the legal counsel told her what she was doing was good. She wasn't making people pay her.
You guys expect a call.
Yeah.
For a witness at some point.
Exactly. Miss Gullible down there. She knew it.
Credibility witness type person.
That's me.
On my behalf.
Call me.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about the adaptation, the movie, and how they captured the book. I was sold on the movie once I saw that Idris was in it, and I don't even know what the movie was about.
Yeah. Pretty much started and stopped there.
Good Lord, that man was gorgeous up in that movie. I'm sorry. So what was the movie?
It was a really good cast. I mean, I thought that was nice.
It was.
The one.
Yeah, I don't understand why she stayed so long with the boss is calling her stupid every 5 minutes, like she's an idiot and all this. I did not like his character just because.
But if you think about it, her dad kind of did the same thing to her.
Right. I forgot about that.
So she was kind of used to that toxic masculinity boss of a man, whether it's her dad or Dean Keith or whatever she said his name was. So I think that's why, but she was getting so much real life experience that it to her was worth it.
That's true.
Yeah, it's
that
learned,
20,
it's
50,000 a week is worth it too.
Yeah, the money was worth it. She was learned behavior. Yes. I think she didn't even recognize like she was being abused probably until she had been in it for a little while. And that money just, let me just go buy something, make myself feel better.
The bagel scene is what got me. I was like, okay, yeah, I will punch him in his face.
I didn't just spit in the bagel. Just spit.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Poor people bagels.
Poor people bagels. And then in the movie, it was like
technically poor people bagels. They were N-word bagels, apparently.
Right. So it's interesting. So as I was watching the movie and I saw the introduction of Idris's character and his role, I was like, well, why are they embellishing? Like, we didn't even get into all that detail with the lawyer in the book.
Right.
But then after watching it, I was like, okay, this is really cute how they're doing it, because the movie was really sort of post-book activity. Mm-hmm. But the flashbacks during the movie to me captured what happened in the book perfectly. Right. So it was sort of a great adaptation, but then all this other stuff. So you kind of saw what was happening. I thought it was genius the way that they did that so that they can incorporate what was happening after she had finished the book.
Right.
Can I take a pause? Because this Moscato.
We told y'all, we warned y'all.
7 daughters. If you like Moscato, there we go. If you like Moscato, like this is so freaking good.
Okay, I'm on my way.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It's not something Lynn would like, I know, but and then we got these big giant size wine glasses that I swear are like 12 ounces that Champagne gave us.
Hey, you're welcome.
Look at it compared to my head. Seriously. It's almost as big as my head.
More bang for the buck.
Yeah, well, the bang is bucking, okay?
Oh Lord, it's about to get uncontrollable. Ray is about to
just letting everybody out there know. $7 Moscato is really, really good. Really
well,
good.
I can't wait to taste it. I may swing by when the book.
Well, there might not be much left, but sure. Okay. Sorry, I digress as usual. Go ahead back into the Molly's Game story of Miss Lily from the Valley who goes and makes her fortune. Ooh.
So what did you guys think about the adaptation? I mean, did you like it? Did you think was there something, Champagne, was there something that you're so angry that they did not include in the movie that you needed to see?
Hold on. That was not irrelevant.
Shut your face. Nothing that I could pinpoint when I was watching. Like I said, I watched the movie first. But I did like the fact that it was a true story. And being the nosy person that I am, because these are true stories and all the celebrities that was in these games, of course I go and Google. So I wanted to know.
We all did probably on this thing.
Oh, I did. I YouTubed, I Googled. Yep.
Yes. And I was very shocked to learn that the main poker player, the young guy who was the one who actually gave her the game or was helping her out, he really liked her, I guess, was Tobey Maguire. So I was very shocked. And I was like, God, he was such a jerk, though.
Your ex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a little jerk.
Yeah, but remember, it's two sides to every story.
Very true. But I can picture that about him, though, unfortunately.
I can't picture who Tobey Maguire is.
Spider-Man, the original, like first one, the first remake.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, well, that's an interesting twist.
Yeah. I didn't know a lot of the other people. They were like movie directors and producers and stuff. So, but yeah. I thought that was interesting.
She name dropped a few, though.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, like A-Rod, people like that.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't Ben
A-Rod,
Affleck?
all right.
Ben Affleck too, I think. Yeah.
Yep.
Very
But
interesting.
I was like, at the end, when Idris was like, I got all these text messages and all this stuff, I was like, man, when is that stuff going to be released? How nosy I am. I want to read me some text messages.
Me too. For sure.
You know what is interesting though? I don't know about them text messages when we're going through this NFL right now. I might love somebody and hate them tomorrow.
That's great.
But why didn't she quit when she got her butt whipped? Like, I'm done. Like, what? I got a scratch? If it wasn't from a back in the day, take my earrings off and tennis shoes going, I quit. Like, I'm too old for this.
But did she
I don't know why she didn't quit. No.
I don't know why I thought she quit after that.
Because
they got arrested or something, right? She was going to meet them to, to
start the game, and then she got the call that they were getting ready to bring her down.
Even why did you have to like? To me, this is what I say about a lot of privileged people. Like, seriously, you made money. Move on. Find something else to do. Why you got to keep on and keep on and keep on? Like, they kicked her out of what was it, LA, Vegas, wherever. They kicked her out. You made money.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go over here and you get greedy. I just don't get it.
It's the thrill.
You gotta get into it.
It's the thrill.
Yeah, it's a thrill. Well, learn to play then. Learn to play.
That way.
You can't run the game and play the game.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Give up the running it and just play.
I know. And I've never been, of course, in that situation of, making millions like that. But I'm with you too. I'm just like, just knock that edge off. So, get stuff paid off. I'm not greedy.
Right.
I feel like I could stop.
Because you're not privileged, boo.
I know I'm not. Not that right.
But then it also ties into that like role of she has to be the best in her dad's eyes, but also to conquer her super successful brothers. So I think she did realize that she was kind of hitting her threshold, but she was like, I have that competitor side in me where I have to be the biggest, best, better of everything. So I think like that drive mixed with like the incoherent thinking because she was on drugs and alcohol. So it was like she wasn't really logically saying that like I should be done. It was more like, oh, I gotta keep going because I gotta be the best.
Right.
That damn Lynn. I tell you what, break it down, girl.
That overanalyzing, but it's so great. Yeah.
Wait, Lynn, is that a Santa Claus hat in the top box up there?
Sure is. That's my hat box. I have Santa Claus. I have Mickey ears. I have a unicorn. Yeah. And then
That's what I thought.
I would never live that.
I love it.
You mean the champagne box that the, I don't know, well over 12-inch glass came in?
Yeah.
16 ounces, but you're welcome. You're loving it right now because I'm sure the bottle is half gone by just one pour.
Mind your business.
Mind your business. All right. Anything else about this adaptation?
I wish you would show the boyfriends that she dated in the movie. They kind of left that out.
Yeah, the one that she had the long-term affair with or relationship with, I really wanted to see what he looked like.
Yeah.
And then the one that turned into that was like a super addicted to gambling guy.
Yeah.
You talking about the famous one? The one who was really, really rich and took her all over the place? Because I imagine Brad Pitt or something.
Oh. I don't know.
Good point. What was you saying, Lynn? We couldn't hear you.
I was saying that I wish that they showed that because it would have showed a more vulnerable side of her. Like when she was volunteering at the hospital all the time, or even having anything besides this drive to make money. Like she had love in her life. She had, work, but still they would have seen a different side of her. I think she came off way too much of a hard ass because they left out all those details that were relevant.
Right.
Because she chose work over love and then volunteering, and she still chose work over that. even going back to see her family for holidays, she stopped doing it.
Yep.
And that whole got an argument with her brothers and dad at Thanksgiving, I think, and then she got on the plane home. Like those could have shown a little bit better side of her to me.
Right.
Right.
I agree.
So left out. So I think they should have done that.
I completely forgot. You're right. She went home and ended up leaving for the holidays. I forgot about that.
Like straight jetted. And I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
I did like that scene with her and her dad, who was perfectly cast. Also, at the outside of the ice skating ring, like that showed a really vulnerable moment and gave you some insight to just her mind, which is kind of similar to what Lynn was saying. But I love that scene, but I didn't like the scene. I'm going to give you these $3,000 gloves for some skates. Like, wait a minute, why did that have to happen?
Right, exactly. But you're right. I did love her father-daughter conversation. Go ahead, Lynn.
I was going to say, like, it had to show that money was no longer an object for her because she needed to change. I think that was what that scene was trying to portray. And it was like, it's a little pompous, but okay, whatever. But, that scene with her dad, of course, I went to a rabbit hole of like watching YouTube like videos and stuff. And she said that like that was a changing point for like their relationship, because before that it had been, she got arrested and they did not talk for a year at all. And after that moment when they sat down and had that conversation, she said they talk about 5 times a day now, and like they're super close because they're now that door open to allow her to.
Right. I thought it was the cutest thing.
Watched her talking.
You watched her talking on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay.
Reviews.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I thought it was the cutest thing when he heard about or found out that she was beat up, and he started crying. He was like, who is it? Let me know who it is. Like, as if you're gonna go beat them. It was like, they're the mob, Dad. Relax. I don't care. You're my little girl. It was so cute.
I know. I agree with you. That was the cutest scene.
It really was.
Very, very realistic. Really quickly, as I go back to the 7 Daughters Moscato, I don't know if I let you guys know. It is slightly fizzy with notes of peach, tangerine, and almond. And it actually was voted the #1 requested Moscato in restaurants.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much for that information, Rhea. We needed it. And thank you.
I'm gonna hold him up. How many fingers am I holding up?
It looks like one's going up your nose.
This one. Good Lord. That is too funny. All right. Well, you guys, are you ready to vote?
Did we talk about all the cast?
Oh, we didn't. I'm sorry. Let's talk about some cast.
Mommy?
Idris was cast perfectly. Just want to throw that out there first.
What about Mommy? What did you guys think?
Who's Mommy?
I don't even remember Mommy. Is she relevant?
Is she relevant?
That's the point. Because her mom was in the book, like her mom really made a lot. She had a good relationship with her mom, and she talked a lot because her mom was the reason why she did all this volunteering.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Okay.
Where's Mom?
I mean, if you're gonna pay money to have A-list celebrities like Kevin Costner and Idris Elba in there, you skimp a little bit on that character. No
You
offense.
could have got a nice mom that would have been like, honey, didn't you go and volunteer today?
Irrelevant.
Mom can't get no camera time when you got Kevin Costner and Idris.
Mom is irrelevant, Rhea.
Mom, but not irrelevant in the book, though. Mom really played on her heart. Like, that's when she started to feel some kind of way. Her mom in the book is what made her show feeling to me. It made her seem a little bit more human. And
It goes back or vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead. It might have been a relevant deal. So go ahead.
She really wasn't relevant. I just don't even understand why you brought that up. I'm just saying.
Because I volunteer and I was a Girl Scout and I really felt like she needed to still keep. By the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Moscato in the house.
I know it's a little squirrelish, but tomorrow, adopt a pet. Just don't let me forget. Okay.
Okay.
So I do like Jessica Chastain,
Yeah.
who played. I think that she did a good job of like kind of for one, she looked amazing, but for two, I think she did a good job of like trying to embrace who Molly was trying to be when she was this like, you know, poker game runner. And so I was pleasantly surprised by her.
Yeah, I like her a lot too. Well, I'm a
I
big fan
agree.
of hers anyway.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy that played that player X, was that the guy that played the Facebook guy?
Michael C.
Did he play Mark Zuckerberg in the Facebook movie?
I think he did.
I've never seen.
I'm pretty sure he did though.
I was trying to figure out like where I know him from, what show or whatever I know him from, and I couldn't
And a
figure it
bunch of things, but I think that was him.
Wow, like you watched the Facebook movie.
Yeah, it wasn't called that, but I don't remember. I don't know what it was called.
I was surprised on how quickly they were able to turn this around. I mean, the book came out in 2014 and the movie came out in 2000. So like a 3-year turnaround from like for
But
one
you know, but you know what, Lynn? Although they had A-listers, I mean, think about the scenes. They were like nothing scenes. So it was pretty easy to put together.
True.
Yeah, because it's all poker table scenes pretty much.
You could have did them all in my basement.
The flights from like Vegas and like all the Playboy bunnies, all that whole port. So you're right, because they would get like a set and put a poker table and then get like her house and then the courtroom. So you're right.
Yeah.
Very low budget for what it probably grossed just by having the A-listers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all ready to vote?
Yeah.
And Rhea with some water.
I know, right? I'm like, Rhea, you good?
Is that a Dallas Cowboy cup? Really?
Oh my gosh, I was tipping down so low. But that's the cup that Nevin brought up to me. I'm sorry.
We see that you're drinking out of a Dallas cup.
Because she know.
And I swear the water tastes like oil.
Of Texas.
All right, so I'll go. I enjoyed the book. There were modifications in the movie, but I really love the way they did it, and I think they pretty much captured it. So I'm giving it a full glass. You go, Lynn.
I'll go next. So
I wasn't saying you go as in you go next. I was just saying you go because it was your pick. So, but you can go next. Yes.
Yeah, I know. No, okay. I got you. So yeah, I got like 1 thumbs up for that one. Thanks, Treva. But no, I agree. I think that, I enjoyed the movie. The book. And then I was disappointed with a few of the details, like leaving out her vulnerability. But I get why. It's a movie about poker, so you have to make it like some kind of strong movie. But all in all, it was a good adaptation, especially how you said they went from like the current court scenes to flashing back to the whole storyline. I like that part. So it evened up, and I give it a full glass.
I agree. Like I said, I watched the movie first and liked the movie anyway. Reading the book just added a little bit more detail to kind of explain a little bit, little things that they left out of the movie. So I give it a full glass also.
Well, you know what I gave it because I didn't drink too. Full glass for me.
Whoop, whoop. All right, good pick, Lynn. See, that's why yours came in up at the end, right? We're saving the best for last. Although, no, I can't say that.
Yes.
Because I don't know if y'all are paying attention to the list.
Recorded, you said it.
The last books are Rhea's, and I'm really concerned.
Yeah.
Well, the next one is what? The 9 Perfect Strangers, right? The next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That looks good so far. I will see.
Okay. It is actually, well, I'm not going to say anything. Everybody out there, check out our next book is going to be 9 Perfect Strangers. So you got time, read the book, and then there's a series, I think. So does anybody know how many episodes in the series?
I think it's around like 9, and it's on Hulu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hulu.
The last one, like 2 weeks ago. So all of them are on there. You can watch it straight through, get your bottle of wine, some popcorn, and binge the whole day.
Yes. So
what
You're muted, Rhea.
There you
I
go.
said we have 9 perfect strangers, and then what are the next 2 after that?
13 Reasons Why is next.
And mhm.
And then is it passing?
Yes, I think it's passing.
Awesome.
Passing.
Hey,
I don't know what all that is for. Is that Moscato or what's going on?
I think it's
No, I was hearing a little bit of the music. I just wanted to give them a little taste of what's coming up next. Take a little taste of this, but at least know what's coming up next. So you ready for us? 9 Perfect Strangers, the 13 Reasons, which I feel like was based on Northwest High School and the old principal, Miss Dempsey, but we won't go there. And then what's the next one? Passing.
So
We're ready. We're ready.
All right. So we'll try to post up all the upcoming books so that you guys can participate with us and interact with us and really give us your opinion on the adaptations. Thanks everybody for joining us. Make sure you select notifications on this Facebook Live so you can be notified the moment we go live and you can participate with us.